So I just got some pretty interestingly good news. Gainesville just called, and as of right now, August the 23rd is my surgery date, so my liquid diet starts now. We're talking 13 days. Oh, I'm freaking out a little bit. That's really awesome and kind of scary, and whoa. I don't know. Wow. Okay. All right. 13 days. As of right now, as long as insurance and everything clears, 13 days. And then we get to start a really new, big journey. Yeah. 13 days. Look, I got in the car to go get Allie from school. This stick bug is just laying on the windshield. That's a stick bug. I think he had a heart attack or he died from a heat stroke. That's how hot it is in Florida. It's killing the stick bugs. Look at this. It's just dead. Dead bug.
All because of George Van Quest. Chapter 3. This bad guy and this dog. This is a picture of George Van Quest.
Oh, wow.
Alright, his dog is very smart. And guess what the dog's name is?
What?
Noodles!
Noodles the Yeti hunting dog. His pictures got mixed up with his vacation pictures, got mixed up with his Yeti pictures.
Yep. But he just doesn't get it. Cryptology is not about fame at all. It's about honor and secrecy of members. Cryptology.
Secrecy.
How'd you know?
Because that's what that word is.
Did you read this book?
No, I'm assuming that's probably what it is.
Cryptology.
Cryptology.
Stop interrupting my reading, Dad.
I'm just trying to make sure you have the words right.
Cryptology is about
Not cryptology, cryptology.
Cryptology is about retaining our magic, not about revealing to the public. I like this book.
Well, that was Allie reading the Yeti files on the way home. It's pretty good. I enjoyed it. She laughed a bunch. I'm still in a little bit of shock and awe that they actually called and scheduled my surgery date. So, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Got Allie home. I'll even go get Jordan in about 30 minutes. Just chilling out, relaxing, till time to go get him and see how his day went. Allie said she had a good day, but the teachers are really nice. One's a little more strict than the other. Leave it to be the math teacher. Apparently they did a bunch of multiplication and stuff like that. And Allie said she only missed one out of all the questions, so that's really good. So, fun times at Benji High. Anyways, I don't know. I'm tired. I'm really sleeping. But so, when we got Jordan, it was a little late getting him. Thought he got out at one time, but I guess he got out like 20 minutes earlier than what I originally suspected. Anyways, he's home now. He's okay. I asked him how it was. He said, it's okay. And I was like, just okay, and a little bit of fun. And he said no, they just basically got paperwork and then moved from class to class. They didn't really do anything. So they're doing chores now so that they can play on the computers. And then I'm going to cook dinner. I'm going to cook their dinner. I already made my dinner. I made pudding. And what I did is I took just a regular box of pudding mix and I added some of my isolate whey protein, which is like a shake mix, to it. So it's thicker, but it also adds more protein and vitamins and stuff into it. And then I'm using Fairlife because it's the best lactose-free milk out there for what I'm trying to do as far as keeping in protein. It's got a lot of protein in it, and the protein to sugar ratio's better than like almond milk and stuff like that. So we're hanging out. They said they're doing chores. I'm gonna go change, put on something comfortable, some shorts. Allie's mad at me because I'm making her clean her room, and I gave her an hour because it's pretty wrecked. Anyways, children. I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Alrighty, so I got dinner in the oven. I made goulash, smothered it in cheese. They're having cheesy garlic bread. I had some leftover cheese and I bought garlic bread, so I added the cheese to it. Here's the sad dilemma. So I bought this cheese for Kristen because she likes to eat cheese and apples. And this is like really expensive cheese. It's this big, probably about that big. So it's probably not even a half, it's probably about half a pound of cheese. But it was on sale, normally like $13, and so it was on sale, buy one, get one, and then they both had like $8 off coupons on them. So I bought them, and so I got like both blocks for, they were $13, $8, so $5. I got both blocks for $10, which is, well, no, I gotta buy one get one, so I got both blocks for $5. I mean, it's a pound of cheese ish, so it's kind of expensive for a pound of cheese. But anyway, so I bought it for her, brought it home, and she's like, it tastes kind of weird. Well, it's like I said, it's a very like well-made cheese. I can't remember the name. It's like Winchester or something, but it's like a super sharp cheddar. So I've mentioned before, I'm lactose intolerant. I have been for about a year and a half, 2 years, almost 3 years now. Worst thing in my life. It is, because I've grown up with like milk and cheese, and I love pizza and cheeseburgers and all that other good stuff. And so the past 3 years I've tried different things on and off to see if I could tolerate it, because I was told that sometimes you're lactose intolerant, it's like a degree. Well, apparently I'm severely, like, as far as you can get. I've been told recently by the nutritionist that we see for the bariatric surgery process to try hard cheeses. The harder the cheese, the less lactose is in it, because they've worked all the extra stuff out. So I've tried like extra sharp cheddar, extra sharp New York cheddar, and it still makes my stomach upset. So she was telling me about this cheese. She's like, it's super hard, like you should try it. She's like, it's harder than the other cheddars you had. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I didn't want to risk it. Well, last night we had tacos and I ate some of it on my tacos, and it did mess with my stomach, which means I finally found a cheese that isn't going to make me sick necessarily. I mean, I'm sure if I eat like an entire pound of it, I'm going to get sick. Anybody would. But I finally found a cheese that I could eat, and it ends up being like $14 for a half a pound of cheese. Anyway, so that's the cheese I use to do their goulash and their cheesy garlic bread. And of course, today's the day I get the call about scheduling my bariatric surgery, and as of that call, I have to start the liquid diet. So I'm having pudding for dinner. And I think as mentioned earlier, I mixed in some of my isolate whey protein to add more protein and stuff into it. It's like super thick, so it should be good. But I was just like, man, I finally found a cheese that doesn't upset my stomach. I'm using it tonight in dinner and I can't have any. But whatever, you know, that's fine. We'll go buy some after the surgery, after I'm able to eat solid foods in like a month and a half or 2 months or however far it is down there. We'll enjoy some of that cheese. But for now, you know, their dinner's cooking, mine's in the fridge chilling. Waiting on Kristen to get home. I got a call today. My great uncle was at the gas station, had just left his church from mowing grass, and he got attacked by a pit bull. And so come to find out, it's this young kid that lives in the next town over and goes to high school there or something. And he ran. Like, the dog attacked my uncle, pulled him to the ground. Just got a text from my mom, and like they were saying in his surgery, they had to repair his cheekbone from here to here. And then he busted his elbow open, but they think that's just from the fall, so it wasn't his arm. And then they thought he had bit into an artery in his leg and didn't find out until they got him into surgery that it wasn't an artery. So they stitched him up and they did all the repairs and stuff, but like this little piece of just what's wrong with people? Like how do you, Uncle's 70 something? It's not exactly a spring chicken, you know, on top of some of the, hang on. Hey, love. Sorry, that was the missus. Just, I don't know, man. Like, what's wrong with people? And I think the worst part is that this pit bull is going to be put down. Like, you don't have a choice. When they catch this kid, he's probably going to jail because whether he realizes it or not, that's an assault. They could consider that assault with a deadly weapon because the dog is trained probably to attack. Or even if he's not trained to attack, you didn't have him on a good enough leash or have him trained enough, and so he could have killed my uncle. But the worst part is that it's not the dog's fault as much as it is the training and the upbringing and the human side of the spectrum. You know, like, what did you do to that dog that it decided this old man was the perfect target to rip to shreds? I don't get it. Like, what is wrong with people? You know, like, it's train your dogs, because pit bulls get a bad rap. You're talking about a breed of dog that used to be used as nanny dogs because they were so good at protecting kids. It baffles me how stupid people are and how they don't not take a responsibility, like hanging out, making sure my uncle didn't die on the freaking concrete after your mutt did what it did. Just, I don't know. It's distressing what the world is falling into. Anyways, enough of that. Like I said, dinner's cooking. Kristen's on her way home. Just kind of chilling out, working on some stuff. I posted something to Facebook last night. I wrote it in the middle of the night. Well, not the middle of the night, just before midnight. A buddy of mine asked me a question. I don't even know if he watches these, but he asked me a question about my writing process, because I do have a master's in creative writing. I'm not using it. I work where I work, and it doesn't involve my master's. I keep talking about getting my teaching certificate and going and teaching English and stuff like that. And I'm probably going to do that now that Kristen's working and we have a little bit of a fallback to it. But the whole only me working, I've been worried that would be a bad idea. I don't know. We'll see. I wrote that, and it really made me want to write some more. So I think I'm going to write some more stuff. Maybe I'll read something on camera that I've written and see if you guys like it. But for now, back to work back to the office tomorrow. The kids are on their second day of school. Like I said, Allie enjoyed her. She really liked one of her 2 teachers. She said the other one was nice but more strict. Jordan just said it was okay. That today was just about getting papers and stuff. That it could get worse, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think he'll end up enjoying it. Found out about my surgery date. I've got to go to Gainesville next week to meet with the anesthesiologist, do a class setting pre-surgery with a nutritionist, and see the actual surgeon himself. And we're gonna go from there. So hopefully hopefully 23rd comes and goes, and we do the surgery, and it's gonna be good. It's a good change. I'm ready for it. I've been ready for it for a long time. So you guys should enjoy seeing this process for the next 2 weeks. It's technically the next 4 weeks, the liquid diet, bare minimum the next 4 weeks, because it's now to the surgery, and then after the surgery, I won't be able to eat anything. You're gonna give the stomach time to heal and stuff. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys up on the struggle. Fun stuff. Till tomorrow.